The following contest is a fatal four-way, and it is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from West Newbury, Massachusetts, and the opponent, from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 200. And the opponent, from Cena.
You think you know me?
And the opponent, from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 200.
A big bienvenue to our fans around the world from Montreal, Quebec. Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
And folks, let me assure you that tonight's show is a lot better than JR's French. Sheesh.
Well, there's no question of that, King. These Montreal fans are ready to get started, and so am I. So what are we waiting for?
Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars?
Oh boy, the adrenaline is pumping. I think this could be the beginning of the end.
No, it can't end like this. Come on, do something quick. What does he think he's doing? He's just showing off for the crowd now.
He's wrestling the match his way, and I think it's gonna pay off, mark my words. He's a slippery devil. Ugh.
Any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, they've lost the match.
That's for sure. No matter how beat up you are, you can't ever let your opponent know the extent of your injuries.
And that's easier said than done, JR. The human body can only absorb so much punishment. Man, is there even going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done?
Not if they have their way, King. Everything they came in here with tonight is going to be left in that ring, mark my words.
I hope these fans appreciate it, JR. These superstars are putting it all on the line for them right here tonight. Ouch! Now there's the move that'll take the fight right out of you, JR.
Well, it's certainly not the most technical of moves, but I can't say that it's not effective.
I think these superstars are getting some feedback from the crowd, JR.
Nothing wrong with that, King. That's what we'd like to hear.
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective...
I know this kind of thing makes you squeamish, JR, but I love it when a superstar uses the ring itself against his opponent.
Well, I certainly wouldn't call it sportsmanlike, but can't say that it's illegal either. He's taken every advantage in this matchup, and it looks like he plans on taking a few more.
If he's not the dirtiest player in the game, JR, he's a shoo-in for second place.
Oh, for the love of... Open your eyes, Red. I can't believe he got away with that.
Well, you might not like it, JR, but he's gonna do whatever it takes to win this one. Uh-oh. Come on. You gotta stop this guy before he really gets going.
I don't think that's gonna happen, King. He's built up too much momentum to be stopped now. This capacity crowd is solidly behind their superstar. Look at this.
Wow. Could you be any more biased, JR? How about some fair and balanced commentary?
Look at this. Look at this. You talk about a house of fire, you're seeing it right here.
Yeah? Well, somebody better put out that fire, or this one's not going to end well. Can you believe we actually get paid to do this job, JR?
It's like a dream come true, King. Except I have to sit here and listen to you drool over the deal.
Come on, JR. You know I'm helpless when it comes to puppies.
Oh, I know, King. And that's why I'm bringing a pitcher of ice water out here with me next time. Hook the turnbuckle he goes! I hope he knows what he's doing.
What a counter!
And here's the pin!
One, two.
Listen to the crowd, JR. I think they've got something to say to these superstars.
And if they're smart, they'll listen. Remember, without these fans, these superstars are out of a job.
Wow! Stealing your opponent's finishing move definitely sends a message. He reversed it.
He's going up. This could backfire.
It's fair in love and war, JR. And I love it when this guy goes to war.
Whoever said that cheaters never prosper certainly never saw this man in action. Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this thing.
Oh, no! I don't like the looks of this.
He's got the fans behind him, King, and his opponent had better watch out.
Oh, sure. Now the fans start to cheer for him. Now that he's in the driver's seat.
Come on, King. He's had the crowd behind him all match, and now it's paying off.
Wow! Listen to these fans, JR.
You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all the people some of the time, but there's no fooling the WWE fans at all. That's a short climb, but a potentially long fall.
There's the reversal. This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody would be pushing up daisies right now.
And you've got to admit, that makes for a much more interesting match, JR.
It sure does. But I just hope these superstars can settle their differences in the ring and leave it at that.
Boy, this John Cena is his own biggest fan. How come all of these rappers can't talk about anything except how great they are?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that, King. Cena's got some impressive accomplishments to his credit. I think he's got every right to be proud.
Well, you know what they say, JR. Pride goes before a fall. And from the looks of things, John Cena's got a heck of a fall ahead of him.
He countered that and made it look easy.
Randy Orton is a genius, Jay.
I don't think he's climbing up there for the view.
You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible... Oh boy, this looks like an all or nothing move.
There's...
Look at that! He's busted wide open! This is great!
I don't know what's so great.
Look at the fans, JR! They know what's coming next!
They sure do. And there it is. The FU. What an impact. These superstars are in terrific shape, and that comes as no surprise whatsoever.
No kidding. If you don't have that conditioning, you're not going to last long in a match.
You sure aren't. And that's only one of the many reasons I try to stay out of the ring whenever possible.
How can Shawn Michaels keep calling himself the Heartbreak Kid? Does he really think he's still breaking hearts at his age?
King, I'm sorely tempted to say something about the pot and the kettle. But instead, I'll say that I think Shawn Michaels is like a fine wine. He's only improved with age. He's got his opponent in position. I think he's going for it.
No! It can't be! Not the FU!
Well, you can't ever accuse the WWE fans of being shy about saying what's on their minds.
You sure can, JR.
Looks like he's trying for a pin here. 2. I tell you, King.
Don't tell me he's about to do what I think he's about to do.
And there it is. He's got the STFU locked in.
He's going for the cover, JR. He saw that one coming. He could pin him right here, JR. There he goes, JR. He's been busted open. Look at all of that blood.
Would you at least try and not sound so gleeful, King? This is serious.
You're darn right it's serious, JR. It's deadly serious. All's fair in love and war, and this is definitely a war. I don't understand how these fans can boo Edge, JR. They've got no respect for... I don't know if his opponent has what it takes to kick out.
2.
I think these superstars have a legitimate beef with each other, JR.
So do I, King. I'm not so sure their issues with each other are going to be solved. Oh, man, I think we're about to see a high-risk move here. There aren't many superstars as diversely talented as John Cena. He's as good in the ring as he is on the microphone, and that's saying something.
I won't argue with you about Cena's mic skills. He sure can't talk a good game. But when it comes right down to it, I don't think he can back it up.
King, you're as crazy as a pet coon. Did you happen to notice how many times Cena's worn gold around his waist? Seems to me like he's got no problem putting his money where his mouth is.
Here's your winner, John Cena.